Did everything stay transparent with you and the team as things went forward in the season?
We went into stage 3 and we started off strong. 2-0 against the LA Thieves, who have obviously made a roster change and look strong in the stage 2 major. They made their little losers run. And I really think that's kind of where it went down. That reverse sweep was like a huge blow to us. And that's kind of where I felt like an atmosphere change, like a vibe change, where it just really defeated us. And we didn't really have time to regroup. With scheduling, it's kind of like it's a luck thing right now with how the format is. And we played back to back, unfortunately, right after a reverse sweep. We couldn't really come back. Like, obviously, there's two ways to look at it. Either you just come back strong against Optic the next day, or it can just continue to spiral, which is what happened. I don't think we won a map. We got 3-0'd. And then that was really, like I said, the final like blow to the team that just felt like we've dug ourselves a very big hole and it's going to be really hard to get out of. Then we had a week off. I honestly thought in like Monday, I was going to get a call. After that, going to 0-2, that's like, if you want any chance in winners, you can't really go 3 unless you pull out like a miracle and other things happen. But it was kind of like, we were in a situation where that Minnesota was in, right? They go 0-2 in a week and they make that standy change and then they come out in winners. I had the same mindset. I'm like, all right, if there's going to be a change, I'm self-aware. I know I have been underperforming. So I knew I was on the chopping block. I stream more in the mornings and everyone's obviously in there freaking criticizing and stuff like that. And I would always say, like, I'm self-aware. I know I'm in the chopping block. So like I said, I thought that Monday I was going to get the call because usually teams take Monday off. And I was like, they're going to make the change because they want to come out and beat New York and have a chance at winners. That didn't happen. So that kind of, I don't know if there was already conversations. That's kind of where the transparency kind of stopped, is they didn't let me know like, hey, Dan, you're on the chopping block, or hey, Dan, we're looking at other players. I don't know if that's because they knew I was self-aware and they kind of knew that everybody thought that, so they didn't want to make it weird or whatnot. So going into the New York, I might have not been in the proper mindset because that whole week was stressful with out of life stuff and just thinking I'm going to get benched. Because I mean, obviously that's a huge change, right? Going into the New York, that week before New York, the practice just fell off. The vibe fell off. It wasn't like toxic towards each other. It just felt like a deflated team. Like, I mean, John, you've probably dealt with it with Optic LA, right? You were coaching them, like,
yeah, all the scrims feel like useless almost at the end of the day. You're
just running through the motions. Yeah, that's what it felt like. I don't know if it's true because again, that's kind of where the transparency fell. So I don't want to say this as a fact, but it felt like they probably knew if New York was gonna end up in an L, that the change was gonna happen, and it was just like, let's just get there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just get to New York, take the L, I guess, and then just make the change. And that's kind of like what it felt like the last week, which again, no bad blood with my teammates. I'm grateful for the opportunity to even play this year. Like I said, it was very transparent the whole way. Grateful for the opportunity. But that's just how, from my perspective, it felt like that last week. So I don't really think we even really had a shot to beat New York. It's how the vibe felt for me personally. And where my headspace was at, because I kind of psyched myself out, became paranoid, and it could have affected my gameplay.